Hi guys, it's your girl HSG coming at you with a quick little video. I wanted to come on and give a experience, I guess, kind of video about my HSG procedure that I recently had. Just a little background, me and my husband are trying to conceive and we have been trying for the past 9 months and we have not got our vid tech positive as of yet, but we're still hopeful and praying and having faith that it will happen and God's timing will be absolutely perfect. But I did want to come on and give my experience on the HSG procedure because before I got the procedure, I actually went to YouTube to actually find out how was the procedure and it kind of scared me. So I just wanted to give my experience so maybe it'll help someone soon. So if you want to see my experience, then stay tuned. Monday, I actually went to my OBGYN lab and they had me do a pregnancy test the day before rather than testing at the actual hospital that I had my procedure back negative. So on that Tuesday, we went to the hospital to get the procedure done and it was no out-of-pocket cost for me. But we went in, we filled out the necessary paperwork, and they took me to the radiology department where I was called back by one of the nurses. When I got to the back, she kind of went over the aftercare procedures of what will happen after the procedure, basically that I can resume normal activity, that for the rest of that day, I probably wanted to take it easy and kind of rest at home due to a little mild cramping and spotting that may occur after the procedure. So then I was prompted to go ahead and get undressed from the waist down and get into one of the gowns with the back. It was an open back gown. So I went ahead and did that. I actually left my top on and just undressed from the bottom, like I said. And they took me into the room where it was the most scariest room that I think I saw. Yeah, it was pretty scary. With all the machines, and it was kind of big and open, and it was like a surgery room, like really. So after we got in the room, I did go ahead and meet the doctor that will be doing my procedure. He was very nice and kind of explained to me what was going to happen and tried to make me really comfortable, just said I needed to relax. So after kind of went over what was going to take place, I did go ahead and lie down. As you would normally lie down for your pap smear, because it was basically almost like a pap smear. And he used the spectrum to go ahead and insert the spectrum into my vagina. That process did not hurt at all. He then took the Q-tip thingies and actually cleaned the cervix. And after he cleaned the cervix, he informed me that he was going to go ahead and insert the catheter, which I just thought the worst. He did say I may experience a little discomfort, but honestly, the spectrum and the catheter, I did not feel anything. And that's probably because the pap smears, when I get them, they're not a problem for me. So I did not feel anything, like I was completely okay. After he did that, he did go ahead and insert or blow up the balloon to go ahead and hold everything in place. Still nothing. I was okay. So, okay, this is good. Like, I can do this. So after he did that, they did have to move me from the bottom of the table to the top of the table where the testing machine was kind of over my waist. So I did go ahead and scoot up, but I was assisted by the nurse and of course the doctor that was kind of doing the procedure. They helped me kind of scoot up to the table. After they did that, he did inform me that he was going to go ahead and insert the dye. That this is the point where I will receive those cramps and really a lot of discomfort. And I just wasn't ready. I kind of counted to 3 and he began to insert the dye. And honestly, that was the most kind of painful process of the entire HSG procedure. The dye going in my uterus, they completely filled it up. You can kind of see it on the monitor. And it was like a cramp, like period cramps, but on 10. So it was really discomfort, but it wasn't to the point where it was like really, really like intense. It was just like, okay, this is a lot of discomfort. It just felt like I was really bloated and my uterus was gonna basically kind of just feel like explode, but it wasn't really, really painful. And that's just for me. Honestly, everyone's experience is different, to each his own. But for me, it was pain that I can tolerate. It wasn't anything that I was like, oh my God, like I would never do this again. It was just like, okay, this hurts. But I said a prayer and I got through it. So that on the monitor, I saw it where it was looked like it was going out of my fallopian tube. So I honestly thought, okay, perfect, I'm fine. This is good. Um, and then it was done. So the entire process of filling up my uterus and it spilling took about a minute or maybe a minute and a half, and we were done. The entire procedure itself took no more than 20 to 30 minutes, and I was out. After that, I actually got off the table, I went to the restroom and cleaned myself up. I did bring a sanitary napkin because I did think I was going to have the um, spotting afterwards, but the only thing that kind of leaked out, I know that's TMI, is the dye that was in my vagina area. But that was the only discharge I had, was the dye. I didn't have any um, spotting. Cramping only lasted about 15 minutes after the procedure, but I popped 2 ibuprofens afterwards. As soon as I finished, I took 2 ibuprofens, and the cramping only lasted about 15 minutes, and I was good. Like for the rest of the day, I was fine. The second day, no cramping, no discomfort, no spotting. I was good. So I wanted to just come and share that really quickly, just to help someone who's maybe going to do the HSG procedure or in the process of maybe even doing it tomorrow. So I just wanted to go ahead and do that. I'm in my bathroom. Yeah, so I just wanted to give my experience, and I hope this helps someone, maybe anyone. So leave comments below, let me know your experience or your process. I am setting up the semen analysis for my husband, which he is going to do on Monday. So hopefully when we get those results, everything will come back okay as well. And we're just going to continue to have our faith and pray that God's timing is going to be perfect. And when we are ready to have our abundant joy, that it will come. So stay tuned on my channel. I'm going to do more trying to conceive videos on things that I've been trying, I guess, so far, and things that I'll be trying in the future, and hopefully leading up to getting my big fat positive. So subscribe to my channel, leave comments, and let me know, of course, what your experience was with your HSG procedure, or what are you trying, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.